Hi, my name is Arlene Brown.
All right. So, what brought you to Health by Design?
Um, my daughter used to come before, and I didn't come at that time. But for the past 2 years, I've been sick with almost like an autoimmune disease called eosinophilic esophagitis. The white bad cells had mass produced themselves and stuck in my esophagus and in my stomach, which caused me to have problems with swallowing. My esophagus was having spasms, and the food and everything else wouldn't go down. So for the first 6 months of 2019, literally nothing. Um, in June, they decided to give me a feeding tube, and then that's the only way I was able to get supplements and medication without having to go to the hospital and them to put me on IVs and stuff like that. So, yeah.
And then, so what had you tried before coming here?
So the first doctors that I had, they had put me in the hospital, and I was there for 12 days, and they all these tests and running stuff, and he couldn't figure out what was going on and what was wrong with me, and had the nerve to tell me that if I needed to come back to the emergency room, not to come back because they couldn't help me. So I decided to go to Mayo, and Mayo got me to maintenance mode as far as I mean, they gave me Botox in my esophagus to try to stop the spasms. Um, so many endoscopies and everything else that was going. It was just one thing after the other. And they're the ones that gave me the feeding tube that finally gave me nutrients in my body. But I still was hungry. I was still hungry, but I was like, okay, this is the walk that I have to walk right now. But just countless medications. I mean, I'm still on a lot of medications and stuff like that. But coming to Dr. Christie, she has gotten me to a point where I'm able to swallow medications. I can drink water without having to throw up stuff. Um, and I feel better. I feel so much better. Anytime, like there was a lot of inflammation and stuff like that, and she's helping to bring out all of the with the toxins in my body, mold and fungus, formaldehyde. Where in the world did formaldehyde come from? I was like, oh, okay, but yeah, I've gotten a 10. At one point, I was so excited about that. I didn't know what in the world to do. So it's been interesting.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
what have you learned since coming here?
I've learned that traditional medicine is good for when you need it, but some of their tests don't show you the underlying causes because they could never give me a reason why I had what I had. They couldn't figure it out because it's normally associated with some kind of allergic reaction to something. So the test that they gave me didn't show the fungus. It didn't show the mold. It didn't show the formaldehyde or anything like that. So I've learned that your body tells you when stuff is not right. I've learned that, coming here to see Dr. Christie and her doing her muscle testing on me to show me that, even without me telling her that I'm not feeling good. Okay, something's going on, and I'm like, oh, I love that, So I've learned that your body tells you when something's wrong, and you need to know how to address it. Yeah.
And what would you refer others?
Yes, I have. I've done one tea party, which was really really good, and eventually I think I'm going to actually do another one because I'm putting myself in a position right now where I'm going to meet a whole lot of new people. So I'm starting to go back to church, which will give me the opportunity to speak to people, and I'll be able to tell them my story, give them my testimony of how I got to where I am right now, and how I'm going forward. And Scott and his nutrition has given me a lot of things to think about as far as that. But I'm one of those people that sometimes I take stuff and I want to implement everything at one time. But he says, take your time and don't overthink and don't stress, which is really good because some people they just push it, and
want it now.
yes, they want you to do everything at one point in time, and he doesn't want me to get overwhelmed, which is really a good coach. You know what I mean? So I'm impressed. I'm so grateful, and I'm so thankful for the people that are here. Everybody plays an important role, because even when you come in and everybody's nice to you, your body is relaxed and everything. So I'm grateful.
Well, thank you, Arlene.
You're welcome.